Shields. When it comes to gear, passion, and sports, we're right there with you. Presents an Albert Outdoors video production. Wildlife Pursuit.
Should we go get him?
Huh?
Should we go get him?
Let's do it.
Boom, yeah. Mark call. No, we have $2. Another buck. Lordy. We got both of them here right now.
If that's down, that's my first deer.
I can't let that one go. I'm going to take it, Jimmy.
I'm gonna shoot.
Just another night in the woods.
Let's just keep this between us.
Looking back over the years on the hunts, the adventures, and some of the success that I've had in the field, the moments that truly stand out in my mind are those times with family and friends. It's even more special to me when I'm able to host them or be their guide. What sets that aside and apart for me is how others feel when they experience those things maybe for the first time. Or we go to a destination they've never been and they see things that we don't see at home. When you're hosting those experiences for others, the focus is all on them. And you get to live it directly through their emotions and through their smile. As I think about the future of Wildlife Pursuit, it's clear to me that we will spend more and more time in the field with our family and friends, and we will enjoy those moments together. And that's what this week's show is all about. This is Wildlife Pursuit.
Wildlife Pursuit. Brought to you by Shields. Ready for your next adventure? Welcome to Shields. The best brands, quality gear, and expert advice. Shields. Wildlife Pursuit, brought to you by Danner. The craft is in the details, using only the best materials, made to last, proven on every journey. Danner, crafting higher standards.
The show this week on Wildlife Pursuit is all about spending time in the outdoors with those friends and family that are very near and dear to our hearts. It's called Hosting the Smiles. We think about that in terms of our ability with the show to be able to take people into the outdoors and enjoy those moments together. Whether we have success or not, we're enjoying that time together. I think about the long distance hunts we've been on with my friends and my family and even my kids. I think about the opportunity I've had to host people on my own dirt, that place where we've had considerable amount of sweat equity. And it makes me think about good buddy and staff member Brent Wavra. Brent and I have spent countless hours improving the property. We've done the land management tasks and chores to make the property better, so hopefully he or I or other staff, friends and family can have success in the fall. and we're going to share this first segment from the fall of 2012 when Brent and I were hunting together on the land for the first time during the North Dakota archery season.
Should we go get him?
Huh?
Should we go get him?
Let's do it.
Boom, yeah. Okay, let's climb in.
Well, 8 o'clock here on the first night. Had the right up here a few times now. Granted, it was a doe and a little fork buck, but hey, you know, we'll take anything the first night. We're out having a great time. Still in the trailer house here now. We have about half an hour of bagel shooting. We have about 20 minutes of actual light that's going to allow us to film effectively out here. We need somebody to come out the next 5 to 10 minutes, move into, you know, a good bow range. We're sitting in a great spot here. 35, 40 yards should be a fantastic spot for us here tonight, but just need one of these big guys to come out. We've seen them before on camera. We need to see them today and off, so crossing our fingers a little bit first night. Beginner's luck. Don't know what it is, you know. Buck. It's a shooter. This is not sure what we got out here, but we got our first mature buck out here tonight. Oh, no, we have 2 bucks. Another buck. Lordy. We got both of them here right now. It's pitchfork. Exactly. The one to the right. He's a no name. He's a no name. For a velvet whitetail. Well, look, I think if he comes out, you can make your decision. Look, I can't let that one go. Your call, Jeremy. Oh, yeah, you can kill him if you want. I don't have anything near that size.
Are you going for the one right there?
Give me a yardage, Jeremy. 42. Yeah, I'll take him if he gives me a shot. 42, Jeremy. Is that a good shot? That's a nice quartering. 40. It's up 42. Need a yardage. 42. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Your call. I didn't see it. What happened? I don't know. It felt high. I didn't see it. It felt high. Let's go look for an arrow. Oh, we got some light. Yeah. Whiff. Over it. It's clean.
Well, I guess you gotta take the good with the bad with everything here. Obviously a little tough to swallow first night out here. Had a great buck. We've been sitting out here working on the farm all summer and fall and kind of get ready for this whole thing. And shot presented itself. Jeremy called it off, 42 yards. Squeezed the trigger nice and slow and went off, and
He took a poke at the smaller of the 2.
yeah,
Things happen for a reason.
that's kind of my
The
motto.
season only runs a full, 90 plus days.
Yeah, it's early
It
on.
only gets better. I see nothing wrong with this other than a little bit of pride,
Pride.
which we can get that back. Good hard day in the gym, I kick your butt a little bit.
There we go. As long as you bring me back out here.
Because you got pitchfork, you got outrigger,
Yeah, Junior.
you got junior,
Yeah.
and this is just a 2.5-year-old 4 that looked good.
He looked good. And like you said, I think Guy can probably sleep a little better tonight after you said, you pull the velvet off him. You probably pass him up.
He looked great in velvet, but hardhorn, you might say, yeah, we'll give him another year. And
Yeah.
I know you want to shoot a nice whitetail, so
Yeah.
so that's why we're here. But
Yeah, 26 years of doing this. I don't think I got anything that close to scores over 100.
right,
So,
but that's okay. So I mean,
Yeah.
we'll come back and get it done.
yeah, smack him.
No big deal. Just another night in the woods.
Let's just keep this between us.
Just between us. No
No TV.
Wildlife Pursuit. Brought to you by Dead Downwind, a premium supplier of quality scent prevention products. Real science, real results.
At Wildlife Pursuit, we're very fortunate to have our executive producer and videographer as the same person. It's Jen Nystrom. Jen has been with us since the beginning. She goes with us on those long distance hunts and even at home, and she has a perspective when she's running the camera like none other. She knows when we go into a hunt what shots she hopes to get. So when she comes back into the studio, she can edit some amazing stories that we share with you. Now, as often as we can, we try to put Jen in front of the camera. We want to give her that opportunity to feel those same things we do as the hunter. In the fall of 2012, with the theme of hosting, I took Jen to our farm. I wanted to give her the opportunity to achieve something she's not yet achieved. Let's see how she does.
And I have a North Dakota muzzleloader doe tag that we're going to try to fill today. This will be my first deer if I can get it done today. We're getting kind of close to sundown, but we have 5 mature does out in the corn, probably just a little bit over 100 yards away. I'm hoping they get a little bit closer. 5 yards and under would be preferable, but they're all good size, so I'm just hoping they get close. There's a, hey. Is that fawn or doe? Are you on that doe right there? I'm gonna shoot. We had, oh gosh, over a dozen does and fawns out there. And we were watching some about 7,500 yards out, and one just came off to our right about 25 yards. Off to our left. I don't even know my directions. I felt solid on her. She ran off with her tail down. First deer. If that's down, that's my first deer. We picked up a pretty good blood trail. It looks like she's bleeding pretty good, so we're gonna see if we can find her. Is that her right there? We're gonna follow the blood trail, and I just looked down like 20 yards, and she's laying right there, so we're gonna go get her. Well, folks, friends, this is my first deer. I've been hunting with these guys for 4 or 5 years now, and finally I've been able to get it done. We got a little bit of a role reversal tonight. Normally I'm behind the camera, but instead Jeremy's behind the camera and I got to be hunter. A huge thanks to Jeremy for hosting me. I cannot thank him enough. I'm truly lucky to be able to follow him around on the hunts and film him on the hunts. It's a huge adventure, day in, day out, but just for him to let me come on his own personal land and hunt and film me nonetheless, I'm pretty lucky for that. So I feel like a very lucky girl tonight. Got my first deer. I'm happy. I'm gonna go home happy. Got meat for the freezer. Good night.
When I think about hosting and having people come to our properties or our farms, there's truly something more than just enjoying that time together. I think it goes back to the time that we spend during the spring, summer, and fall, doing the chores, the tasks, and the land management practices to truly get the property ready for that opportunity come fall. Now, in late 2012, I had one of my good friends, Todd Carlson from Cellular Communications, along for a deer hunt. Todd and I have been friends since the beginning of the show. He became a sponsor of the show, and we've enjoyed some great times in the outdoors together. We've enjoyed talking about land management and practices on their land. Now, on this hunt, Todd is going to be sitting in one of my favorite tree stands. I'm hoping that I can film him, enjoy that time together, and ultimately we find some success. Let's see what happens.
I'm Todd Carlson. I've been hunting for 20 plus years. I'm fortunate to be able to work with my dad and brother in the cellular communications business that we have. And we are also, the three of us are very passionate in the outdoors. I was very excited heading into the woods that evening. We were heading to a stand that had been hunted very lightly over the last several seasons. Jeremy had success early in the season on a great velvet buck. And I just know of all the stands he has on his property. They're all good, but to hunt something that's been lightly hunted excites me like nothing else.
Well, here we are. It's November 2nd. We're out here at Jeremy's farm in North Dakota. I'm looking forward to this. We've been trying to do this for a while. I was actually out here last year, shot a nice doe. Bucks are just starting to cruise. I've been hunting a lot in my property in Minnesota, and they're starting to chase, so we're going to sit back and see what we can see tonight. It's pretty cool. We just had a young buck chase a doe by ear. And then we just had this other, looked like it was a 4x4, but half his rack was broken off. Starting to see some action now. Hopefully it'll keep on. Got about an hour left of shooting that. Buck. See a shooter. My call. I'm going to take him, Jimmy. I'm going to take him.
Good deer.
He's a good deer. It looked like a good hit, didn't it?
I think so, yeah.
You can hear something crashing back here.
He crashed over there.
I thought he did too. Like I said, I don't get a lot of time to hunt in North Dakota, so thanks for letting me shoot a young one. He was a nice 8, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was fun. I didn't know if he had us. He was watching those other deer. I didn't know if he was going to bust us. He didn't seem to know we were here. Whew. It was so slow for a while, then it just heated up. Oh, that felt good. I've been hunting so hard this year. Finally get a shot. The shot felt really good. Looked like a pass-through. You couldn't see the impact. Okay, it was fun. This stuff never gets old, man. Ever.
One of the most special moments for me in the evening was when Jeremy said that it was my call whether or not to take the deer.
See a shooter.
I know that he spends a lot of time managing his property for what we all want is larger deer on our property. But for him to be able to say, hey, it's your hunt, your call.
My call.
I went ahead and decided to take the buck, and that meant a lot to me. A special buck for me to be my first video deer and to be really on my first hunt with Jeremy. We haven't had a chance to do much of that, and it was just a special night in the woods that I'll remember for a long time.
Well, success here in North Dakota. Came up to Jeremy's farm tonight, what is it, November 2nd? Yeah. And they were calling for snow, and we were kind of waiting for it to start, and we're in the stand, and here she is. So this is absolutely gorgeous. But we sat there actually for quite a while with not much going on, and then finally the woods just exploded, you could say. And awesome. First there were little bucks chasing does, and we saw a real nice one. We couldn't quite tell how good he was, but he kind of skirted us, and I was actually watching some deer from the other way, and Jeremy says, "Hey, get your bow, there's something coming." So I did as told, and got my bow, and sure enough, here this boy came in, and actually what happened was he was kind of knew something was up, and then this fork horn was chasing a couple does out in the field behind us. They run in, he gets, attention averted, the doe busts, and then the little spike still came in, so he wanted.
Good diversion.
It was a great diversion. So then he just went about his own business and came in, and I stopped him with a little mouth bleat, and he about 25 yards and put it right on him, and
Great shot.
just made a good shot. I guess you get lucky once in a while, and he didn't go
Maybe 100.
maybe 100 yards, but he ran hard. But he's kind of cool. He's got a little sticker down here and kind of some character. My first video buck, so I got to thank Jeremy and Jen.
The funny thing about that tree,
Yeah, right.
we've only hunted this farm twice this year.
Right. Yes.
Same stand, and both deer killed.
And with the season you've had, I knew that I would kill something tonight. So, I mean, Jeremy's killed a great buck and a great elk, and it's just who knows what's next. But here we are, and my North Dakota tag
This is perfect.
is
Snow
punched.
coming
So
down,
this is
it's like
fantastic. Yeah, it's like a Hallmark
Scene
moment.
from a movie.
Thanks again, buddy. Appreciate it.
I hope you enjoyed this week's show. It's clear as we continue on the progression of wildlife pursuit that you're going to see more and more shows where we host and we enjoy the moments in the field with family and friends. As you saw this week, we truly created some smiles. There were moments in the tree, in the stand, with good friends and family that will be memories forever. We're going to continue to do that, share that with you, and ultimately enjoy all this footage together. This is Wildlife Pursuit.
Wildlife Pursuit is brought to you by Dead Downwind, Elite Archery, G5, Gold Tip, Danner, Lacrosse, Clam, Onyx, and Tenzing.